What's the biggest fear you have as an instructor in this whole social media world?
Well, first of all, you've handled all the questions magnificently. I couldn't agree more on the things that you've said, so bravo. I would like you to tap into my concern and address my concern. My concern is that relationships now are becoming less authentic interpersonally, like this, right here, face to face. Students are less inclined to engage this way because they're so comfortable engaging virtually as opposed to real. And so, are we raising a generation of students and children who are not equipped to do that? And does it matter? Because when they get into the CEO roles and that's how they're communicating, and so it works. So what are your opinions about that?
I think we need to have literacy in both avenues, because I do think it's hard for us to have conversations. I find it in myself too, and I feel like I'm a very outgoing person, and I just don't know what to say, and I feel uncomfortable in those situations. So I think we do need to work on having conversations with people.
And by the way, that's normal. Like when I'm wanting to say something to a class, to you, in this interview, I struggle. I use my hands, I stop, I pause. That's not necessarily bad so much as I see the social media now as the alternative. Well, because I'm bad at it, I'll just do this. So like intimate things, like if you're in a relationship and you can't speak about your feelings, so you text them. Is social media replacing that authentic conversation? Number one, and if it is that a bad thing?
Well, first, just to make sure, is what he said true? Do you find that it's a lot easier for you to express your emotions through your thumbs, or is that true?
Well, I find that I don't think it takes place of it. I really don't. Maybe for some people it does, but for me, like if you say something over text, then you have to talk about it in person too. Like, I think it's a different avenue in which you're speaking, so I don't think it replaces it. For some people it might though, and I think that's scary, but I think we need to keep talking, even if it's a phone call. Like, I think that is important.
One last question. Do you think it would be helpful to add to a high school curriculum social protocol, both through digital media and also interpersonal relations? Would that be kind of like a good tool that would help leaving high school?
I think so, because I mean there's a reason why we teach writing, and we want people to be able to communicate, and this is a new platform we have to communicate on, so I think people do need to be educated on how to use it, because it's become so big.
Can we make that a word?
Well, ironically, part of the English curriculum is public speaking, is addressing and being able to address audiences verbally. It is part of our curriculum. Is it nuanced and adjusted for the new social media platform? I'm not totally sure it is, but it's absolutely part of the curriculum.
Well, that's the thing that we're going to find out in our next episode. We're going to wrap this one up right now. All right, everybody, thank you very much. And remember, for all the answers to all your questions that have anything to do with teenagers, you're going to come right here. We'll see you next time.